I'm Trevor.
I'm Ashley.
And we are a podcast where we drink wine and we play games and have thoughtful discussion as two amazing friends. Ashley, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing splendid. I'm rocking on about 4 hours of sleep.
I love that for you.
And a busy day. But hey, we got Pink Cat. We're thriving.
Yeah.
So.
Do you want to do the first drink together? Just, little clinkies? Clink. I love that. All right, now that that's out of the way, we have a great game for everyone today. We are playing Hot Takes.
Yes.
Would you like to explain it, Ashley?
So Hot Takes, it's kind of self-explanatory. We're just going to list off some topics and give our opinions that may or may not be your opinions.
Maybe hot, maybe not.
Maybe lukewarm.
Possibly.
Maybe cold.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready for this. I'm ready for everyone to know my atrocious takes.
Do you think your opinions are
No, I don't think
accepted by most people, or are you different?
I kind of wish I had some really out there opinions, but I don't think I have too many. I think I'm a sheep. I'm with the majority, to be honest.
So am I.
All right.
Okay, right. So, do you think ice water tastes better than room temperature water?
I'd agree with that. What about you?
Okay. What's your favorite type of water then? Because I have a specific temperature of water that is
temperature. I think I'm brand, because that's a whole nother rabbit.
That's a whole different
That's a discussion that I'll get passionate about. If you want me to get angry about, I'll get passionate about that.
Poland Springs.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Okay. Cool.
Good.
Sick.
That's great.
But temperature water.
So here's my thing on it. Is right now in my life, I do not care. I drink water that I have in my bedroom that is room temperature, just tepid water. That's just in a bottle.
That's disgusting.
That's fine. There's no. Here's that.
I asked what the best water was, and you said that.
Here's my thing. For convenience, that I don't have to deal with putting it in a fridge and do all that extra steps, it's great. I'll agree that
mine's
if I get
convenient too. Then my favorite temperatured water, the best water known to man, is bottled water, Poland Springs, left in a car in the winter.
I thought you were gonna
for 3 days where it's so cold.
That is one. I will agree.
It's so good.
I like it when it gets really icy and kind of expands and melts.
A little slushy.
No, I agree with that. That's good.
It's so good.
That is good. I will say, because I thought you were just gonna be if you just have water in a fridge or whatever, and just because it is more refreshing, but the taste isn't that much different. It doesn't really bother me.
Yes, it does.
For me, it doesn't. I think it's more refreshing, but the tace, I'm it's so water.
Warm water reminds me of a basement.
I'll agree with that. Warm
basement.
water, I'll agree. That's not it. But to be honest, if I have a bottle that I leave in my car on a hot summer day, I'll still finish it up.
But that's not the best.
I just what was the take again? Just to make sure.
Ice water tastes better than room temperatured water. Yes,
to me,
it does.
I guess I disagree. I think it's more refreshing. And it does, taste better. But to me, it's not enough for me to go out of my way to put it in the fridge. I don't like doing extra steps. I just get it from the store and put it on the floor. That's what I'm going with.
The bars go crazy. Get it from the store, put it on the floor.
That's all you got to do, and it's fantastic. It's fine.
Okay,
You're not feeling that?
No.
Is that weird? Is that psychotic?
Water.
I mean, yeah, that's the extra step. Store to floor. I'm telling you right now, that's it's fine. It's water is water.
It's fine, yeah.
I had this debate with my dad all the time because he gets annoyed at me that I don't put water back in the fridge sometimes, and I'm like, Dad, it's the same.
After you already opened it. Or
No. If he's if I take one bottle out or two,
yeah,
you gotta replace it immediately with 2.
Oh no.
He's very meticulous about that stuff.
Which
I
get. It's down.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's meticulous. He wants it there. But
yeah, no.
It's okay.
Okay, are you ready for the next hot take?
Yeah, was a decent start.
Football is the best sport to watch live.
Not.
So disagree.
Well, because you have a good experience because obviously you've done cheerleading, or you do cheerleading, so you have a lot of experience at football games.
It sucks. It's so bad. First of all, football takes place in fall, which I love fall, but it can get so cold so fast. We'll be out there in the snow.
Well, especially in upstate New York here.
Yeah.
It's pretty rough.
It's absolutely freezing. Second of all, the games last 3.5 hours. For what reason? It's not even sport.
I can't. Okay, I'm not gonna. That's a hot take in itself, right there.
I don't like football.
I will say that's fair enough, but I still do it as a sport. But my thing is there's a stat. I don't know the exact thing, but it's the number, the minute of Well, the actual minutes they actually play the game
Uh-huh.
is like 11 minutes. I want to say. Have you seen that stat?
I have not seen that, but
It's
you
like-
know what?
And they
That
play
makes a
60.
lot of
Yeah,
sense.
they play technically 60 minutes of game
Yeah.
time, but they only play like 11 minutes of
It's
it,
because the entire time of them, it's just them
Running
standing
down the
there,
clock,
like
yeah.
figuring out what
which
they're
is kind of
doing.
crazy to think about. That
And,
like
like-
you spend 11 minutes of action for a 3.5, 4 hour endeavor sometimes.
Okay, so what do you think is the best sport to watch live?
So this changed for me recently because last spring break, me and my roommates we went on a trip to Florida.
Football.
And no, soccer. I've never been a soccer fan in my life until I started living with guys that live and breathe soccer. And we went to a game in Orlando. And even in America, the environment was crazy. And the thing that I love, it doesn't stop until halftime. There's no commercial break. We went to, in the same trip, the NCAA tournament for basketball.
You guys converted me into watching soccer.
They did too. Not even, I love it. It's because there's no commercials. There's always something happening. And you get to understand it too. Because when I was younger, I had no idea anything about like soccer, even the basics of it, because like I just didn't like it.
Fair.
After living with a bunch of soccer guys, I like watched it, understood it, and I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty entertaining. So the fact there's no like stoppage until halftime, which pretty much every sport,
Which is
pretty much
so
every
nice.
sport has a halftime. That's their only commercial break. Think about like a football game, basketball. We went to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
Saw a Duke game. Duke's great, right? It was kind of bad because sometimes I had a great time. Don't get me wrong, but when you have a media break every like 5 minutes, it's
Yeah.
like, that kind of ruins it. It takes you out of it a bit.
See,
It was still great. Don't get me wrong.
Weirdly for me, my favorite sport to go see live is a sport that I don't follow and I don't like.
What are you about to drop me right now?
Hockey.
Oh, hockey's fantastic.
Hockey is so fun to watch
Yeah.
live because there's so many like fights that happen
That's-
and stuff
yeah.
like that.
Hockey's fun.
I've
Hockey and soccer
gotten
is what I watch a
into
lot.
watching the soccer games because of like you guys and everything. And like the only thing about that is half the time it's just going back and forth
Oh, yeah.
and like not a lot of goals are always being made. So sometimes it could be either
That's
really
true. That
interesting
you can get some
game
dull
or
soccer
really
games.
like dull soccer game. But I feel like hockey, like those guys are always just angry.
No, yeah. No,
And like are checking everybody.
yeah,
And it's
because like
just
even
fun
in a
to watch.
0-0 game, you got guys that are being thrown into a wall.
Oh yeah,
and
losing
that's
teeth.
amazing. Yeah, that's incredible. I didn't even think hockey is phenomenal. I've only went to a few games. I gotta go to more.
Hockey's a
Especially
shout.
college hockey, because I feel like it's more like it's more,
one-
stuff goes crazy.
I went to one hockey game here,
Yeah.
and I literally watched 3 brawls occur. And they
That's
told me
amazing.
before, because I knew some of the people on the team,
Yeah.
they told me that there was going to be fights happening, and that's
That's
the only reason why I
fantastic.
went. I was so excited. I went by myself.
Yeah.
Didn't even get friends to
Really?
go with me. Went by.
That's how
That's
you
when
know,
I
yeah.
met
And
you
you
at
had-
the basketball
oh,
game.
After.
Mhm.
Okay, interesting.
Went by myself.
You went by
just
yourself
to
to
watch
hockey games, and you had a
some
great
hockey
time.
fights.
That's how you know it's good when you can go by yourself without a group and do that. That's
Yup.
impressive. I love that for you.
Okay.
But, so football definitely not though. That's
No.
our agreed to. Okay, so we've had two kind of agreements. Because I agreed, but like I had a weird caveat with the first one. I don't know.
Hey, so this one, PDA is gross.
Can I be the guy that is like yes, but there's like certain types? Because if you hold hands, that's obviously fine.
Yes.
But if you're the high school couple that is just making out on a locker,
So
that's
gross.
not it. It really
It's
isn't.
so gross.
Yeah.
The amount of people that I know, like, have heard of that they've had like sex in high school hallways, like,
Yeah.
what? Or just making out at a bar or at a
Oh, yeah.
house party or stuff like that. Even that, I just don't want to see you in the corner
No fair. Yeah.
with your tongue down somebody's throat.
I do
Like,
find
that's not
that to
something
be
I
a
want.
very weird hierarchy, though. You know,
Why?
bar. You know, like at a party, high school hallway.
Yeah.
I don't understand why the high school hallway is
It
part
was
of like
always a thing.
the horniness breeding ground, but it happens.
I had a story that I wanted to tell you about this.
Oh, boy.
So, I work at a bar, as you know. 2 days ago at the bar, some girl was hugging and like holding this one guy
Yeah.
while holding hands with another guy, like the other guy's friend. And then
Oh,
she
wow.
starts like aggressively making out
Oh,
with the guy
that's a
while
lot.
still holding
That's
the
a
other guy's
lot.
hand.
That's a lot to take in.
And I'm sitting there as the bartender just watching this,
That whole
like,
scene unfold.
what is going on? And then the one guy she was making out with left, and then she went and kissed the guy that she was holding hands with. I was like, girl, if you're gonna do PDA, you might as
That's
like you
crazy.
can't do it
Yeah.
in front of the two people you're going after.
Did either, because I like to picture this scene is that
Okay.
the two of them, you know, the one guy was like, what the hell, man, and they had like a whole fight.
They
did
seemed
she,
like friends and they didn't seem to care. Both
oh,
of
so
them
wait,
didn't
did they know?
I don't know. Well, I'm assuming the guy holding
Okay.
the hands.
Well, though, yeah, he obviously
knew,
knew that, but I'm
But
saying
I don't
want,
think
I
the
really
other one
wonder.
knew.
Because that'd be some crazy finessing skills to even pull that off if the one didn't somehow know.
I feel like they kind of both, because they seemed like friends.
Okay.
Like the guys seemed like friends, so they were maybe you never know. They might be into some kinky stuff, so they were joining together at the end of the night.
So
I don't
basically, I'm just hearing you're
Either
not
way,
a fan of polyamorous, I think is the word, couples in a bar that are doing
do
PDA
whatever you want.
in the privacy of your own home, but not a.
No matter if you're a couple of a normal, not normal, but like, you know what I'm talking about. Any couple, I don't like watching you bake out.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't like seeing people make out either.
Especially
when they get really into it. That's a bit much for me.
A bar, especially because bartender, I'll go up to ask somebody if they want a drink, and then they just start making out with their partner, and I'm like, okay, nice talk. Like, you don't want anything? Like, no, ew, gross. If I ever am like that, like yell at me, like hit me in the face.
That's what I'm saying. I could never see myself, and also like you in that standpoint where like you're with your boo, and you're just like, I just need to passionately make out in this public arena right now. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever had that train of thought.
No.
Like that's outlandish. That's what that is.
PDA gross. Keep it to the privacy of your own homes.
Fair.
You can hold hands. You can give them a little peck goodbye. Maybe a little hugs here and there. But like, don't be making out in front of everybody. Nobody needs to see that.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Good take. Great take.
Agreed.
I think that's a pretty tepid take. I think a lot of people would agree with that.
Yeah. Because again, we're sheep.
That's true. I might at one point start saying some crazy,
outlandish,
blasphemous things just to be on the other side and hopefully, get some
devil's
views
advocate?
with us. Yeah. I'll be that guy that's like, to play devil's advocate, I'll do that.
Okay.
I definitely will do that.
I could actually play.
Oh boy. What's this one?
Teachers should not give homework.
I think teachers should.
So do I.
Okay, this is.
But here's the thing. I hate homework.
So my thing is like, I think a lot of people be like, no, they shouldn't. I don't think they shouldn't. It's that they shouldn't overwork.
Yes.
You gotta have the right balance. But I think like the thing is like,
if they don't give homework, you're not getting graded on a lot of things, so your grade could go down just based on that.
That also reflects on what you know.
Yeah, and also like in college especially, like if you only go to class like once a week or twice a week, you're gonna, because like Tuesday, Thursday, or say it's only like a Wednesday class every week, you're gonna forget things if you don't do them at home. So like,
there's no point.
Nobody's gonna do it.
You don't retain the information that much.
Yeah, and you're not gonna willingly go and do stuff out of your own free will.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
So like homework, I feel is needed, but not overdone to the point where I'm crying in my room.
That's why I think a lot of people would say not to that, because a lot of people have a bad experience of like you've been given so much homework and it's overwhelming. I think like especially like math classes, I'm a big proponent like in high school, like you gotta have math homework because the way you learn math is by doing it. So like obviously you do it in class, but you gotta do it at home as well. Other classes like maybe like history especially, like you don't need an assignment every single night. I still think you should have certain days, like you should have papers and stuff like that, but you shouldn't like do, even though it's not fun work, you shouldn't have you shouldn't have like a crazy amount that it's like you're worried more about just getting it done as opposed to learning it. You do that balance. You know what I mean?
Okay, now going off that, it's not written here, but papers are better than projects.
Depends. For me, it depends because at least in college now, doing like production and marketing like that one I do more presentations than papers. But like what I've done like in the business major, more like papers. There's certain ones where like certain classes that make sense to me to do a paper. Doing that for production though, you can't do. You have to actually do. Like, you get to make so you can't just write a paper about something like that. That's also like different circumstances because obviously production is you're creating something, whether it be a video or an audio project. So obviously you're not just gonna type a paper and be like, this is what I would do with this, and like you'll do that for like creating something or writing like a script, but it's different than an essay in that sense. But
my main thing with it is I'm a control freak when it comes to certain things, and most projects are group projects, and most papers are individual papers. And so I'd rather work individually and know that I'm the reason my grade is the way it is on a paper than possibly be at fault for somebody else's choices and things in a group project.
That's fair.
I want to be the one that determines my grade, so I would prefer to do a
That's
paper,
fair.
even though I hate writing paper. I have the vocabulary of a 7th grader.
Fair, yeah.
Than a project. Because, like, public speaking for me is fine.
Oh,
Like, that does not worry
really?
me,
For me, that's
at
like,
all.
I get worried about it, but I always do fine when I'm up there.
I don't know. I'm always okay with public speaking.
Yeah.
It's just the biggest issue. I get nervous worrying about other people. And if they're going to be okay. Because if they say beforehand, like, oh, they're so nervous, then I'll be nervous for them.
Yeah, I get a mix of that. I get nervous for other people. I get nervous for myself. I get nervous that I'm going to, like, fall over or die in front of the whole class.
Yeah.
A lot of catastrophizing, to be honest with you.
I get scared if somebody says they don't feel well and they're nervous before they go in and present. I get scared that they're going to, like, puke in front of the whole class because, like, puke-phobic.
And then, yeah.
I'm so puke-phobic.
And it just, like, leads an entire thing of every single person in the room just vomiting all over the place.
Oh, that's my worst
That's
nightmare.
something that's like your version of hell. Is you're locked in a room.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Locked in a room, just smelling and being around everybody just vomiting. Oh my God, I would be shaking. I would cry.
Fair.
Like myself to death.
That's fair. I think that's a normal take as well too. I don't think a lot of people would enjoy that.
See, no, a lot of people.
There are people that can like tolerate like people like if I see someone throwing up, I'm also like I'm out of here. I can't do this. I can't do it either.
There's some people that are completely fine and I don't understand it. Like how are you fine?
Yeah.
Like like the one girl I worked with. Like, some girl puked on top of the bar top.
I heard the story.
I know, gross. Yeah. But my one other bartender, she was just, like, grabbing the dirty puke rags and, like, fine and washing her hands and was fine.
Bless her soul.
Meanwhile, I'm over here shaking.
Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Literally shaking trying to pour drinks, like, trying to calm a panic attack because I just watched some chick, like, completely uphold all of her guts inside onto the bar top. Ugh.
Anyways, always to say, homework should all be allowed. Homework should happen. That was a take we just did.
Yeah. Homework should happen, and I like papers better than projects.
All right.
And you like projects better than papers.
Let's segue into this next one. What do we got?
Morning showers are better than night showers. I disagree.
I don't know. Give me your reasons. I disagree? I have one for both. Like, I think, like, I'll be honest.
I can see both sides, but I prefer night showers because it completely, like, you go your entire day of doing all this stuff,
That's
and, like, I want to be clean when I'm going to bed. I want to get rid of all the stuff that I did during the day, relax, go to bed clean.
Yeah.
And like, I get morning
there is a
showers,
certain relaxation, too, though. Like, just soothing after a long day. Just, see, my thing is I'm just such a wasteful person that there are a lot of days where I will shower in the morning, and then at night, I'm a very wasteful, terrible person that, you know.
There's a lot of people that only shower in the morning. I get it. You wake up, whatever. You get the, like, sleepy grogginess off, but, like,
I guess I think I would disagree too, because, like, if I shower in the morning, this is gonna show how, like, vain I am as a person.
Okay.
It's because my hair doesn't look good and I can't fix it, so I need to get in the shower to fix that. So if anyone's ever in a class in the morning and I have wet hair, it's because my hair was terrible this morning and I couldn't fix it. No, literally, that is why I will shower in the morning all the time. Sometimes I feel utterly disgusting, but, like, most of the time it's because of my hair.
I actually did shower for the first time in the morning this morning.
Really?
Just because I woke up so stuffy.
Oh yeah, when you're sick too, that
can
yeah. But the nighttime showers are, like, fantastic.
Love nighttime showers.
Yeah. Because it's relaxing. If I don't shower at night, there's a lot of nights where I'm like, wow, I, like, hate this. Like, I feel like disgust. Like, I'm in an exhausted state where I decide not to shower. You know what I mean? That's the only reason why I wouldn't do it at night. But
or if I'm, like, staying at somebody's house and I don't feel
that's true.
Shower.
That's true.
That one too. Okay. Right.
Moving on.
I'd rather live in a tiny apartment in a great location than a huge house in a terrible location.
I'd agree with that.
So would I.
God, we gotta find one to disagree at some point. I want a crazy
think about it this way.
I know.
Just for this alone, like, if you have a great house in, say, like, a very crime-populated location or something like that, like, now you're just at risk of theft.
See, when I think of bad location too, I'm thinking of, like, traffic. Do I like the area I'm around? Like, I would
New Jersey.
I despise New Jersey.
Would you rather have a tiny, crappy apartment somewhere other than New Jersey?
In, like, my dream city?
Or a dream house, but in New Jersey? Given that I know you hate New Jersey so much.
I despise New Jersey. You said any city?
That's a hot take in
Just
itself.
take any city, like or like what's because I need like a consistent like I think like if it was like a place like Pittsburgh, I like Pittsburgh.
No, a completely crappy place,
Uh-huh.
crappy apartment, or great house,
God.
New Jersey. So overall bad, and then a great house in New Jersey.
Oh no, I don't want to answer it because I don't want to choose either. Can I be homeless? Can I be homeless? I don't want to live in New Jersey.
You'd rather.
I don't want to live in New Jersey.
What is your issue with New Jersey?
New Jersey's terrible. I've been there too many times because growing up, I would always have baseball tournaments there, and the traffic was always bad. The people were terrible. I hope people from New Jersey listen. I just don't like New Jersey. I really don't. Is that a hot take? Hating New Jersey? I feel like a lot of people don't like New Jersey.
I don't mind New Jersey.
There's something wrong with me.
My aunt lives in New Jersey.
Well, I'm sorry for her.
She started off in New York though, so like then she moved, so it's okay.
New Jersey's just not it. I don't want to keep diving up, but I just don't like New Jersey. I really don't.
Sorry to all the people that live in New Jersey, I guess.
I'm not sorry about people that live in New Jersey. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sorry.
Trevor actually hates you.
I don't like. Yeah, you might be a decent person, but like, I just don't like your location.
You didn't even just say the location. You said you hate the people too.
That is true. The people I interact with, New Jersey was not a pleasant experience. New Jersey, this is my challenge. You prove me wrong. Prove me wrong that you could be a good place when I go there next time. Which I don't know. Hopefully, maybe I'll give it one last shot. I'll give it one last shot at some point in my life.
Okay.
New Jersey has the chance to prove me wrong.
I don't think it will.
It won't.
Oh, right.
Sure,
Controversial. A hot dog is a sandwich.
Oh no, not this one. What do you say about this?
Yes.
I need a definition of what a sandwich. Like I need the definition.
I don't know the definition.
Do you have your phone on you right now?
No, it's turned off.
Oh man, okay.
You know, I wanted to be professional.
Fair, yeah. Professionalism is big. I wouldn't even care. I would have just walked
But
over.
I'm pretty sure a definition of a sandwich is just kind of
something in between two pieces of bread.
Not even two pieces of bread, just like in between bread, because then a sub wouldn't be considered a sandwich because
oh, you're right.
it's connected.
Yeah, people say
it's
sub sandwiches. Subway sandwich. Well, is a sub a sandwich?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think a sub is a
if
sandwich.
a sub is a sandwich, a hot dog is a sandwich. If a sub isn't a sandwich, a hot dog isn't a sandwich. That's my take on it.
Okay.
Because if a sandwich is two pieces of bread, then no. But if it's one piece of bread, or if it's one piece of bread and it's just between two, like a piece of it or whatever, then I'd say a hot dog is a sandwich.
Okay.
It feels wrong. I don't like it. It's like saying cereal is soup, but.
It kind of could be though.
What? The soup thing?
Yeah.
I don't.
Because it's a liquid and like substance. Like, what's your classification of soup
I
then?
don't know. I'm not a big soup guy. I don't actively think about soup.
Because most people's argument for that is that cereal is cold.
Yeah, there's cold soups.
There's cold soup.
There's cold soups. Oh god.
So cereal, technically speaking, could be
a soup. It just feels wrong though. That's what it is. It's
so does hot dog and a sandwich.
Is a
doesn't mean
hamburger
it's
a
not
sandwich?
true. Yes.
That feels weird too. I mean, by definition, it would have to be. But like, it just feels weird. I don't know.
I don't know.
So you think, but it's a sandwich? We'll go with it.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll go with it. Why the hell?
Because like I don't like sandwiches. But like
really? Like, what do you mean you don't like sandwiches?
I don't like the whole. I don't know.
What do you? Wait,
why
do you hate
eat
on
sandwiches?
Why are you a sandwich hater?
I'm weird. I don't like the amount of bread, and I don't like what really goes into sandwiches. But yeah, I'll eat rolls and like stuff like. It's
okay,
weird.
so you'll eat bread, but you don't like sandwiches.
Want to know something really weird? This is gonna blow your brain.
Sure.
So I'll take scrambled eggs and put them on a piece of toast.
Oh, that's fine.
And like fold it and eat it.
Wait.
But I won't call that a sandwich. Because the ratio of bread to eggs is less than if you take two pieces of bread and put
But you refuse to put two pieces of bread. Why?
Yes.
I
will.
Do you have a traumatic experience with sandwiches that you need to talk about?
I would have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches when I was in like elementary school, which are fine, but they would always get so soggy and gross, and then they would make me feel queasy.
That is a traumatic experience. Not even joking. Like you know, like when the jelly like gets squishy and like, oh my god.
That's why I can. When I do sandwiches now, the only one I will, because I don't like cold cuts or anything like that either. Okay. So like the only sandwiches I'll make is grilled cheese sandwich, which is toasted, but I have to dip it into soup, or a toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Toasted peanut butter and jelly.
So good.
Never had it.
So if it's a
Interesting.
toasted one,
No, yeah.
it's okay-ish. But you
So
will not find me.
I won't catch you dead eating a untoasted sandwich.
No.
Fair.
No, you
Fair.
won't. You won't.
Okay. What we got?
Speaking of food, of the 3 meals, breakfast is the best.
Oh, I think this is gonna be our first disagreement.
I love breakfast.
I think no. I skip breakfast so many times. My breakfast will be a granola bar on the way out or nothing half the time. I don't need breakfast. I probably do need breakfast, but I just go without it.
I skip the breakfast time.
But breakfast food?
But I'll eat the breakfast food.
I'm saying, yeah.
As the first meal of breakfast. Even if I have it at 2 p.m. Because I skipped breakfast, I'm still making eggs.
Yeah, but like, to me it's like it's not that much better than other meals.
So much easier.
It's fine.
It's cheaper.
It's not but it's the quality of like it's not that much drastically better. It's not that to me.
It's good.
It's good. I'm not gonna disagree with that. But
Eggs. What can you do wrong with eggs? Nothing. Eggs, French toast, bacon, sausage,
it's good.
pancakes.
But that's like
I already said French toast.
Yeah, so you're recycling ideas already.
Cereal, sausage, gravy, and biscuits.
That's just like that's like here to do.
A bagel.
It's fine. It's there. You know what I mean? It's good. I'm not gonna deny that. But like, it's not the best. I don't think it stands by itself. I think it's honestly I think breakfast and dinner go here. Lunch is the milk. Lunch is kind of a
Want to know my argument for this?
Thing. What?
You know how for dinner sometimes
you can have breakfast
for
yeah,
dinner.
Okay.
You're not having dinner for breakfast.
I thought about that recently.
You're having breakfast for dinner.
Did I tell you about this? There was at one point, it was 11 a.m. and I was like, man, I just really want meatballs. But I was like, I can't do that because that's not socially acceptable. So I waited 30 minutes when it was closer to lunchtime and I was like, why did I wait 30 minutes? Why can't I be a free man and be a free thinker and have meatballs at 10 a.m. if I wanted to?
You were just making fun of somebody else the other day for waiting to eat.
Yeah.
Even though they were hungry.
Yeah.
And you just did that.
Oh, no, that's a different... That was a different story, though. Because that was Gabe, my roommate. He'll be like, oh, I'm really hungry right now, but I'm going to wait 3 hours. Like, he'll be, like, starving. Like, I'm going to wait 3 hours, though, because that's when I should eat, instead of just having a snack. That's what I, like, don't understand. But the idea...
You waited 30 minutes even though you were hungry. To wait for a more socially acceptable time.
I'm saying the reason that it's flawed. I think that's, I'm going to start having dinner at 9 in the morning and just see what happens. I will make pasta and meatballs at 9 a.m. and see how it changes my life.
So,
how about going on a really bad track with that? I could see that really derailing my life. Yeah.
At breakfast,
yeah,
it's still breakfast. Because you're breaking your fast.
That's true. That's true. So in that case, when I break the I don't know if the world is ready for that. If I make meatballs a breakfast food,
anything can be a breakfast food.
So then breakfast would be the best meal.
Exactly.
Oh my god, I don't like that.
I just won. I just won.
Fair, See, that's like more about the time slot of it, though.
No.
But people don't call that it's a breakfast food. That's about the time slot. That's not about the quality of the food.
Don't matter.
So you're saying meatballs? Okay, so you're dying. Are you dying on this hill, Ashley? That
breakfast is the best meal.
No, are you dying on the hill though? That if anything can be a breakfast food because of the time slot, meatballs can then be a breakfast food.
Yes.
I'll hold you to that.
I've had gnocchi for breakfast.
What? I don't know what that is.
The little potato. We went through this. The little potato pastas.
Oh, I know what we're talking about. Pastas. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah.
Breakfast, Chinese food, leftovers, breakfast, pizza, breakfast. You can have anything for breakfast. Breakfast is just breaking your fast.
But people don't constitute that as breakfast food, is what I'm just trying to say.
We're not talking about breakfast food. We're saying the meal. Like, breakfast the meal.
If we're talking about the meal itself, I'm still rating dinner way above. Because what happens to me every morning if I do eat a breakfast, even if I eat a little bit, I feel awful. I go to class
When's the first
and
meal
then I
you
feel
eat?
terrible. Huh?
When's the first
meal? No, so whenever I have breakfast, I feel awful going to class and doing it with my dad.
Ever?
See,
because you're never breaking your fast?
Wow. So wait, wow. Hang on. Well, okay. So here's my thing. If I have my first meal midday, like during lunchtime,
still breakfast.
But I feel fine. But I'm saying if I have it during the more traditional breakfast time slot, I feel terrible.
Fair.
I'm going off of a lot of time slot people usually call it.
Okay.
If
What's
off
a
of
lot
that
of
premise,
time slot then? Like 6 to
let's maybe push an 11.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If I do that and then I like have to go through my day, I feel terrible the entire day. And then I have the issue that if I don't eat, I also feel terrible. So it's a real just mess. I haven't found that balance yet. If I have dinner, I'm always feeling great. Maybe it's because I starve myself in the morning. That's why it's like so great. Maybe that's my flawed perception.
You're just not breaking your fast.
Maybe.
Until later in the day.
I suppose. I'm not gonna lie, you have convinced me a little bit more than just the whole idea of breaking the fast.
Exactly. I'm right, you're wrong.
That's where I'll give you that.
I'm the winner. Okay, not.
Do you want to do?
I take that back. Everybody's opinions are valid. I'm not always right.
Wow. Jeez, really thought you offended people though by celebrating?
No, but that one just kind of hurt saying that I wasn't always right.
Oh wow. You shouldn't have to even do that. You just did that on your own doing.
Felt bad.
I had a whole rant about how I hate New Jersey.
I was shitting
on
your opinion.
That's okay. You want to do one more?
Sure.
Okay.
Do you want to stay on the food route or no?
Up to you. I'll let you choose one last one, then we can wrap it on up.
This one's an easy one, or it should be. If you say otherwise, you're weird.
Uh-oh.
Sock, shoe. Sock, shoe. Or sock.
Because, like,
shoe.
You know, to give a little background to the listener, I, like, went through, like, a bunch of, like, hot takes or whatever and just kind of made them a list, and I let Ashley, like, sift them. So we both seen them a bit earlier. And I'm really glad you put this one on here, because it's always... I'm not this crazy, okay? I do sock, shoe.
Okay, correct.
But I kind of want to start doing sock, shoe, just to be, no, not even to see, just to be an absolute menace and just psychopath.
But who's gonna know?
That's so, I don't know. I'll publicly make a display of that. I want to do that because that just, I feel like that if you wake up in the morning and you leave for the day doing sock, shoe, you're gonna have a good day.
Yeah.
If you do
maybe
sock, shoe, you're just putting yourself on a spiral downhill of unhingedness, and I kind of like to see the possibilities that can unravel to.
Oh, God.
Like, you can do some crazy things.
I don't know if I want to be around for that.
But, like, you can do crazy... Those are great stories. When the craziest things happen, those are the best stories.
That's true.
So, if you start your day off...
So, I don't want to be around you, but I'll hear the stories.
I want to spiral out of control with my shoes now. My shoes and sock. I want to do shoe, sock.
Sock, shoe, sock. Sock, shoe, sock.
You know, yeah. You lost me, but yeah, I like it.
Sock. Then your shoe. And then put the sock over the shoe.
Yeah.
And then do the same thing on the other foot.
Now you're thinking about it. Like, think about that level of unhingedness in your life. And, like, that leaves you... You don't care anymore. You don't worry about what other people think of you. You go through your day a free thinker and happy.
Do you do your right foot first or your left foot first?
I'm putting on socks?
Putting on your shoes.
Genuinely, I think I always do the left one first. What do you do?
If I'm doing slip-on shoes, it's right then left. But if I'm doing tie shoes, it's left then right.
I don't know, actually. I haven't paid attention. I think, when I visualize it, like, if I were to go down, I'd do my left one. Because I'm also left-handed and left-footed, so maybe that's why. But I feel like I usually do left. But I think it probably varies a little bit. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it feels like I literally visualize if I was to put a shoe on right now, it would feel very weird to put a right shoe on first, which is weird to me that feels that weird.
That's so weird.
I don't know why, but is that happening to you right now? Or can you be like, oh, I could put one on either foot first?
I could do either. Actually,
for some reason, that doesn't feel okay with me right now.
If I'm thinking about putting my feet in my Crocs right now, it's right-left. But if I'm thinking about putting my feet into my Converse right now, it's left-right.
See, my left foot actually is, like, tingling right now because I feel very uncomfortable with the thought of putting a shoe on with the right foot first. Okay. I don't understand that.
Well, I guess we'll leave you with that tingling feeling.
Yeah.
And we can wrap it up.
Oh, okay, lovely. So I'm uncomfortable for the end of this episode. Fantastic.
Yes, you're welcome.
All right.
I just love making you uncomfortable.
Yeah, fair. It's okay.
Fair.
Well.
Okay. So.
I'm getting the reins. Well, thank you everybody who listened and made it this far. I don't really know if we had that many hot takes, to be honest. We had a lot of agreement until the whole breakfast and New Jersey fiasco, but that's a...
Breakfast is the best meal. It's okay.
I just stand by my New Jersey take. I can be proven wrong if they want to be proven wrong. But thank you so much for listening. Thank you for joining us on our wine night. And one last clink.
All right. And we'll see you next time.